Oh, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and say hello, because it's time to saunter on over and meet the Bleeders. Brought to you by Just Bleed Radio.
Welcome, everyone. How the hell are you? LazyBed here, coming to you on behalf of JBR on this beautiful, wonderful spring evening. Hopefully, you're all doing good out there. Maybe a little bit of smoke in your system, a cold beverage alongside. In other words, we hope this program finds you well. This, of course, is Just Bleed Radio's Meet the Bleeders as in the introduction, a special little show where we like to extend an invite to one of our loyal listeners to hop on with the gang and break a little bread. Now, before we begin, hit that like and subscribe for us. If you enjoy this new show and project, let us know in the comments or the chat below. And if you are interested in jumping on with the boys, don't be shy. We're always looking to expand our horizons around here. So let us know if you're interested. Anyways, let's just move this on along here. That is all the fine print out of the way. So without further ado, allow me to bring in the very first guest for this inaugural edition of Meet the Bleeders. This guy is a name that many of you are surely already familiar with. Dare I say, an MMA chat staple, much like myself. If you frequent any of the shows I do, then you've undoubtedly seen him around Morning Combat, the main card minute, MMA fighting, on. If it is quality content, he is likely there. Ladies and gents, donks and bleeders, get on up and give a round of applause to help me welcome our very first guest to kick this series off, DJ Serenity Now. DJ, my guy. How the hell are you, brother?
Serenity Now!
Not bad, man. How are you? Happy to be here.
Oh, I'm pretty fucking good. Glad to be finally getting this series off the ground. We've been getting a lot of shit about not doing interviews, so.
Yeah, BC, man. He keeps talking.
Yeah, he's got a mouth on him. He likes to run that mouth a little bit.
Dare I say ramble, maybe.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just it's good to get this thing off the road, and I couldn't think of a much better guest than you, one of our most loyal listeners. You're in the chat every week. You're in all the chats I'm in. So
Yeah.
I know you're a guy after my own heart, a Midwestern guy with a love for MMA.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, I love the program.
Good, glad, happy to hear it. It's good to actually
Yeah.
get a chance to finally put a voice to the name for once and sit and talk for a minute.
Right. Yeah. Instead of just through text, I know. Yeah. It's cool. It's good shit.
For sure. All right, well, now that we got a little bit of the opening out of the way and the brief banter, I think we can get into some substance here. Why don't we get down to the basics a little bit?
Mhm.
There won't be no doxing involved, but this will be a bit of background questions for you, just so the listeners can familiarize themselves with you. So,
Sure.
all right. Well, like we were just kind of discussing a little bit before this, those in the
Mhm.
chat, they know you as, of course, DJ Serenity Now.
Mhm.
I do believe that I have an idea where this handle comes from, but if you
Yeah.
could, are you able to elaborate a bit for the bleeders on the origin story of this name?
Well, it's definitely a Seinfeld reference. I mean, it's been uttered by the great Frank Costanza, and I forget what the episode title is, but I'm sure you Google it, you can find it.
Serenity Now! Serenity Now! Serenity Now! Serenity Now!
Honestly, the username itself, the story is I was high and thinking if I were a DJ, what would my DJ name be? And that's just what came up. So I was like, you know what, that sounds like a good YouTube handle. I'm gonna go with that. And yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Not, I wish it was a better story than that, but that's really about it.
no, I bet you if you question probably like 95% of the people in chats, they probably have a far worse story to how they got their name than that. So, not too
Fair enough.
bad. That's what I figured. Seinfeld reference.
Yeah, Seinfeld for sure. I like the show. I mean, I've been a fan of it since I was a kid, so it's just yeah, it felt like an easy one for me. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've caught you making a couple of Seinfeld references in the chats.
I'll drop a couple hidden hidden gems here and there to see if anybody picks up on it and just see what's going on. But every now and then I'll just probably look like a crazy person instead. But it makes me laugh, so.
Yeah, yeah. Typically, that's how I look in almost every chat because I'm just saying the first shit that comes to my mind, and if it makes me
For sure.
laugh, that's good enough.
Yep, yep, for sure. No filter. Yep.
I actually in writing this and researching this little bit of research for this episode, I came across a
Mhm.
perfect gift. So if I ever have to buy you a gift for any scenario, I know exactly what to get you, and I'll have Dave insert the
Okay.
picture of it here. But there's a button that when you press it, it's Costanza's dad saying, "Serenity Now," and it comes with a fucking like a little gift set.
That is perfect. Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. Fuck yeah.
Serenity now! I did
Fuck.
Hell yeah.
All right, well,
Jesus.
uh, is that how you would like to us to refer to you today by your YouTube handle?
Yeah.
If not, is there something else you'd like us to call you? Or
So I mean, my real name's Austin as well. It's I know the same as your one of your beloved co-hosts, but Austin works, but DJ Serenity Now is good. I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, we can go with that.
right on. All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want to giving out your government name or something like that if you didn't want to hear it.
Nah, that Austin is such a generic name in my generation that it's, it'd be hard to find me just by that, so we're good.
Yeah. Luke Thomas can say what he wants, but I think Austin's a bit more of a synonymous name for young white men than Liam.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so.
All right. All right. Well, another basic question, and one that I also believe I know the answer to.
Mm.
Where are you coming to us from today? Now, no specifics if you don't want to, but a general region you might be broadcasting from on this fine evening.
So I'm out of Northeast Indiana. So it's the city. I don't really mind saying I'm out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's a decent sized city, so I feel like it'd be hard enough to find me just by that. But yeah, no, it's not a whole lot going on out here, man. Just fucking a lot of white trash and Amish people and a little bit of meth, shit like that. It's pretty cool. Corn.
Yeah.
Now listen up. This is Indiana. This is corn.
You know.
I've heard that Fort Wayne that you got some fairly tough areas around there, though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm lucky enough to not really be trapped into anything like that, fortunately. But you drive through it every now and then. But honestly, man, it's not that bad. You can keep your head down.
Yeah.
Mind your own business. You're usually pretty good. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Sort of a typical scenario. Any semi big city, you're gonna have some slightly unsavory areas, but it's not all bad.
I'm sure Cleveland. You could say the same thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
But there is plenty of good to go with the bad parts.
oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I haven't made it out to Cleveland myself. I'd like to at some point, but it's just busy life. It is what it is.
Yeah, I think I may have possibly like passed through Indiana, but I'm not sure I've actually spent any time there. I would definitely like to check it out. A lot of basketball legends and stuff coming from the Hoosier state.
I mean, there's some cool history like that, but I mean, I hate to like sound like not an ambassador for my own state, but it's not a whole lot going on. So unless you like highways and corn and shit, I don't know.
Proving once again there is more than corn in Indiana. Any questions?
You might be
Yeah.
better off somewhere else, just driving through.
It seems like until like what last year, maybe the year before, whenever it was the kids started picking it up, Ohio was never really mentioned, and now it's only ever mentioned as a joke. So what?
How did that become a meme? I don't get that.
I don't fucking know. You would know
I'm
better than
still
me.
but dude, like, even then, like, I'm 28, but I still don't understand half the shit that my generation comes up with. So I might be just as lost as you. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Shit
Yeah.
changes so fucking fast anymore, especially with the internet and social media. I
Oh,
can't keep
God.
up.
Yeah. I got enough of my own shit going on.
Well, while we're on the topic of the home state in Indiana, born and raised or a transplant?
So, kind of a transplant. I mean, I was born in Florida, like Central Florida. We moved to Indiana
Oh,
when I was 8. So, I mean, it's like a little bit of my childhood out there, but for all
right.
intents and purposes, like mostly everything meaningful was in Indiana. So,
Yeah.
but
Kind of like one of those deals where you could sort of claim it, but you don't really like. It's not exactly in the blood.
No, exactly. Like it feels kind of inauthentic for me to say, "Oh yeah, I'm from Florida." Like maybe
Yeah.
technically, sure, and I mean, I remember aspects of it, but outside of that, like yeah, it's unfortunately mostly Indiana. You know,
Hey,
could be worse, I guess.
yeah, I was gonna say, depending on how you look at it, it might be fortunate because I don't know if you want to be Florida man.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, as much as I said meth in Indiana, I'm pretty sure Florida has quite a bit more of that. So you know,
Definitely.
bath salts, all that shit.
Well, the last question here in the background portion, you kind of answered it. I was gonna ask you which of the following age brackets you fell into, but I think you did mention there 28.
Yeah, yeah, 28. So, I mean, kind of right on that cusp of Gen Z, millennial, whatever. I hate to be like, I guess a contrarian, but I'm not crazy about a lot of the aspects of either of those generations. It's just, it is what it is, you know?
That's fair, yeah. You're kind of caught in that middle area.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, that being said, it could be worse, you know? So, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
yeah. 28's a pretty good age though. It wasn't a terrible age. I had a good time at 28.
No, yeah, I'm still having fun. I like, you know, the I can start to feel certain things like catching up to me, body function wise,
Mhm.
whatever, and like I feel like, ah, fuck, I'm almost 30, so like, what, I should be close to retiring now soon or something like that. That'd be cool, but
Fuck.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
fuck, dude. No. Anyways,
I was gonna
um,
say, don't tell me that. I'll fucking go jump off the roof.
sorry, yeah, nah. I mean, it's yeah. I've got it good though. Like, I can't complain too much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good solid place to be because you're not exactly like an immature fucking young 20-year-old kid anymore, but you're not
Right.
also not, so far gone that you're out of your prime. I mean, you're still in that two
Right.
bracket. So,
Yeah, yeah, I still like the the physicality's still a little bit there, but like, I'm not a complete fucking idiot. Like still pretty dumb, but just not as dumb as I was like 5 years ago, you know? So
yeah, yeah, I feel it.
yeah.
All right. Well, we'll move it along. That was a little bit of getting to know you on a personal level, some. Now, how about we get into some fight related talk because this is a combat sports show after all.
Hell yeah.
We will start with a softball here. When would you say that you first got into watching the UFC or just MMA in general? Any memories of what drew you into the sport in the beginning of your fandom or around what time it was?
So honestly, a little bit of a plot twist. I'm one of those hated pandemic fans. Like
Ooh,
it's always been on my radar before that, you know. So yeah, well, like I was saying though, I a lot of people casual whatever. Uh, but yeah, I'm a pandemic fan. I started, I would say, right at the end of 2020 was when I really got heavy into it. I've been a fan or like I shouldn't say a fan, but like kind of on the cusp, paying attention for a bit longer than that, but just never really got into it before that. I think the pandemic, just not having much to do, kind of drove that. One thing, I mean, so to date it, the first fight night I paid attention to was Holloway Cater, and fuck, dude, after watching that, I was like, this might be the best fucking sport on the planet. I'm not sure, so yeah, dude, I was hooked ever since.
I mean, talk about a fucking fight night to really come in on. Like, holy
Dude,
shit.
it was fucking nuts.
Yeah,
I couldn't
dude.
believe what I was seeing. It was fucking crazy.
That's it's crazy that's the fight you mentioned because literally, like to date, that is probably my go-to fight for when I will like show somebody like a virtuoso performance, like somebody who is completely in the zone.
Yeah, yeah, I couldn't. It was like fucking Anderson Silva, Forrest Griffin shit, dude. Yeah, it was crazy, fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah. See, that's interesting. See, like a lot of people do hold that against fans that came in around that time, but I really don't because man, like to be honest with you, I've been into this sport for multiple decades now,
Mm,
but that comes with peaks and valleys. There was low times where
right,
like I really wasn't keeping up with shit. Like I wasn't on top of things like
sure,
I am now. But
right,
like you said, the pandemic, man, like when shit kind of fell off and there wasn't much to do in the world, it's
dude.
it's no surprise. It reignited interest, you know what I mean?
For sure. I mean, the sport definitely blew up around the pandemic. I've noticed that. And like, hell, even when I was younger, like a kid, 10, 11, 12, my brothers were really into it. So I kind of knew a little bit of what was going on. I knew Chuck Liddell was the shit back then and all that. But that's the most casual knowledge. It is what it is. But like I said, I mean, I don't think that kind of what you were saying, the age of the fandom doesn't necessarily like define how you are, I guess. I don't know. I can't articulate it well, but yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you got to figure it also too. Like this sport has such a fast turnover rate that people that are fans now are not necessarily going to be fans, 3, 4 years from now. So
Oh, for sure. For sure.
yeah, for you to even still be into it at this point is, I guess not really the norm anymore.
It's starting to kind of, yeah. I was thinking about that too, because the word is, I think it's always like what, a 5-year cycle or so for fans to come and go, and I
Yeah.
think we're like right on that cusp of when I was starting, and I mean I'm still, life gets busier. I might catch a few less Apex cards or something like that along the way, but generally, man, I'm still paying attention as much as I was at the get go. So
Yeah,
yeah.
shit. And half the time, man, it's smart to not pay so much attention to those Apex cards because they will drain you as far as it goes. Like the little joy you still get from this game, they will sap it from you real quick.
Yeah, they're soulless sometimes, man.
Yeah,
They
100%.
can be a drag. And like I get it, there's always those people that are like, oh well, the low name cards are sometimes the best. And it's like, yeah, they can be entertaining, but that's not the point. Like,
Right.
we need name value too. It's
Yeah.
that's a point beaten to death.
Yeah. You come to expect a certain level of quality associated with the 3 letters UFC, and
Yeah.
when it's not there, it's really apparent. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We'll move to the next one though. Which we're staying in the same vein here, though. A fight fandom. Which weight class in MMA would you say is your favorite now? Be it favorite fighters, favorite to watch for entertainment value, etc. Whatever the case may be. But which division brings you the most enjoyment currently?
I mean, I think I got to go with the cliche answer. I think lightweight is I know people say that, the top end of that is kind of, the Charles and Maxes and Dustins are starting to fade out, but like they're still there. They're still fun. I think it's still an entertaining class for right now, at least. That could change in a couple of years, but I really like that division. Fucking, Bantamweight's good, that's always a good one. 170's fucking heating up right now too. But
Yeah,
yeah, lightweight, man, I don't think you can beat it. Those guys fucking always scrap, it seems like.
yeah. I don't think you can really go wrong saying lightweight. Like no matter what era you're in, those dudes at 155, like you said, they just always seem to bring it. I think
Yeah.
partly it's probably because you're getting a lot of guys that were maybe too small for other sports, and they're just kind of
Mhm.
this is 155 and lower. This is kind of what you're left with if you want to be a big name in a big sport.
Right, right. No, I agree 100%. It's the heavyweights can make a lot more money trying to, if they're athletic enough to, playing football or what have you. I mean, MMA is not it if you want to make cash for sure, unless you're
Yeah, yeah,
God's gift to it or something.
yeah,
Fucking John
yeah,
Jones.
yeah. Got a little bit of Dana White privilege. Maybe you might get a little bit further, but
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It helps.
yeah, I think that's a good answer. It's a fair answer. Lightweight is always tons of fun.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move it along. Well, hey, bleeders, bear with us for just a very quick moment as we pause for a word for one of our sponsors and station identification.
Promotional consideration for this program provided by MMA Oddsbreaker, your one-stop shop for everything MMA betting related. Whether you prefer bite-sized previews or full-length podcasts, MMA Oddsbreaker has you covered. YouTube chat moderated by LazyBed. And the Weighing In Podcast. Tap into the expertise of legendary MMA referee Big John McCarthy and former world champion Josh the Punk Thompson as they bring you incredible insight, history, and hilarious banter. YouTube chat also moderated by LazyBet. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program, Meet the Bleeders, brought to you by Just Bleed Radio.
This one might actually be a bit tough to answer. so you
Mhm.
could take a little time if you need to. But who would you say at this point in time, on this day in 2025, is DJ Serenity Now's favorite fighter? Now, if that's too tough to decide for you, you can go top three. And I'll even let you go active, retired, alive, or dead, however you want to work it.
Okay. I mean, my thought was just active. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even really consider older fighters, but I think part of that is just my perspective, honestly.
Fair,
Um,
yeah.
so I mean, top fighter, just given from our conversation earlier, it's Max. It's an easy answer, but Max is my favorite dude. He's the fucking shit for sure. Um, top three, I mean, I think you could probably throw Gaethje in there too. It's another easy answer, and give me Yuri, everyone's favorite
Ooh,
autistic samurai. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Fucking Jed Meshu's large adult son, or whatever the hell he calls him.
Yeah, whatever he is, man. He doesn't know how to be boring, man. It's so much fucking fun to watch. Even if he's in his underwear fucking banging a gong or whatever the hell. It's a blast.
Oh, those are great choices, solid choices, and fucking hell, fucking yeah, to you picking Max because Max is my favorite fighter ever too. So fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, it's how can you not like the guy? I don't know. I don't get how that's possible, but I'm
Yeah,
sure there's somebody out there.
probably, but they're probably a dickhead.
Oh, for sure, dickhead. Yeah.
I mean, the dude's
Skip
fucking
it.
awesome inside and outside of the cage. He's a fucking great dad, great fighter. Like, what's not to love?
He quotes Step Brothers in fucking interviews, dude. Like how can you not like that? Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know,
dude.
man. Yeah,
He
yeah,
fucking
for sure.
surfs. He's got a fucking nice looking wife. He's got a good son. What the fuck? Come on, guys.
He's got everything, dude. Yeah, for sure. The guy's the shit. He's cool. Um, I mean, Gaethje's up there too, though, man. I mean, I really like the dude. He's that's another easy answer. I know he's a fan favorite, but like another one that just doesn't really know how to be boring. And outside of the cage, he takes massive dab rips. How do you not fucking like that? I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's immediately
yeah,
what popped into my mind. I was thinking of
yeah,
Gagey hitting that fucking awesome rig.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, oh, all right, dude. I just fucking you sold me even more. Hell yeah. All right, cool. I wasn't already a big enough fan, but yeah,
Yeah. All right,
yeah.
well, let's keep this going. Let's keep it going. Those were softballs, but now for one semi-difficult one. Okay, you got a pal that has never watched a single mixed martial arts fight, but he's
Yeah.
intrigued by the sport. You want to hook
Yeah.
him, and you want to hook him for life. I just realized the fight you're going to tell me. What is the one fight that you use to create a lifelong MMA fan?
Man, I know you think it. I mean, Holloway Cater obviously is a good answer, but I was thinking about it before, and like,
Bit too one-sided.
uh, for some reason in my mind, dude, Hooker Poirier. I
Ooh,
don't know. That's a really good one to me. Like,
yeah.
I'll still go back and rewatch that fight, and it gets me hyped up every time I do, man. It's like I think the only caveat to it is if it were in front of a crowd, it would probably be even better. But like,
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Just the rawness of that fight. That goddamn, I don't know how they didn't kill each other. That shit was nuts.
yeah. And actually,
Yeah.
that's a good one too because, and even though it wasn't in front of the crowd, that was one of the early pandemic Apex fights. So that was like when the sound of that slapping and thudding of the fucking punches was really like, God damn, these guys are like you
Hmm.
said, they're gonna fucking kill each other. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was definitely raw. There was, I think, probably a novelty to that at that point when the fight happened, like you were
Mhm.
saying. But another fight, you could say, Gaethje Chandler. I think you could throw that in there too. That would
Yeah,
be another good one. Yeah.
yeah.
But
Michael Chandler, of course, he's another one of those guys, sort of like a Gagey, where like every fight he's in is a fun fight, like a blood and guts fight, as much as he sucks.
oh yeah, for sure. I was gonna say even the Patty one where he got the absolute shit beaten out of him. It was still a fucking fun watch. I mean,
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. I mean, say what you will about Chandler. I don't, he's people you could call him cringe or whatever, and like I get that, but like he's generally pretty fucking exciting, at least from what I've seen. I know he's got the reputation at Bellator a little bit for maybe not always being the case, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know. I'd have to do my research on that. So
No, I get what you're saying. Like he has had a bit of a wrestle heavy approach in his earlier career, but fun fights in Bellator. I won't take that away from him. But yeah,
Yeah,
I see what you're saying. Like
yeah,
the possibility.
yeah. It was he's done well in the UFC as far as excitement goes. I don't know if I've seen him be in a boring fight yet. Even if he's losing his fucking ass off, at least it's fun. So
And
yeah,
cheating along the way.
no shit. Yeah.
All right, that's pretty good answers there. Those are good answers.
Mhm.
Okay, well, so far so good. Getting behind the curtain here a little bit. Let's move it next to some opinion questions. Maybe a couple of predictions. Huh?
Yeah.
So, coming up this summer, we have a litany of recently announced cards where we'll see a host of UFC stars make the walk, with several of these events looming on the horizon. Let's get your thoughts on a couple of these fights.
Hell yeah, I'm excited. All right, let's go.
Let's go. All right. First up, we will take a stop by UFC 317 this coming June 28th. And the first bout we'll ask your opinion on the flyweight title fight between current champ Alexandre Pantoja and the challenger Kai Kara France. So, who walks out the 125-pound champ, DJ?
I mean, Pants versus France. I think you got to give it to Pants. I mean, I don't know. It is a hard fight to call, but like I just Pantoja has like been consistently pretty solid in his last couple of fights from what I've seen. I haven't really been able to nail down a whole lot of holes in his game, and KKF could surprise us, but I just something tells me that it's going to be a Pantoja, probably a decision or maybe a late finish, but more than likely a decision, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a safe assumption. Like Pantoja is just man, like probably one of the most criminally underrated guys in the UFC
Yeah.
because he is small. The 125 guys get no respect.
No, they never do. I mean, DJ is another good one. It's as far as an example for that, they can be technically like flawless and still get barely a lick of attention. It's just that's the way the UFC works, man.
Yeah, it is. It is. I like that prediction though. I also would have to agree. I think Pants gets it done there. So, but we
Yeah.
will stick at UFC 317 here for the next prediction, and it's one that we had to ask. The main event of the evening, the official lightweight debut of former featherweight champ Ilia Topuria, as he sets to take on another former title holder in Charles Dubronx Oliveira for the now vacant lightweight strap. So, DJ Serenity Now, when the smoke clears on that Saturday night in June, who leaves the T-Mobile Center victorious?
Dude, I'm so fucking excited for this fight. It's really, I mean, I'm sounding like a broken record. It's hard to predict, but it's going to be chaos. I don't think it's going to go more than 2 rounds. I think Ilya's going to get it done. He seems to be going on a run of just fucking murdering people that I love for some reason, and I think it's not going to stop at Charles, dude. I think he's going to get it done. As much as I hate to say it.
Yeah, man, it's been a tough go watching him just fucking kill all the fucking people that we hold so dearly. But man,
Yeah,
like
it's
he's a hammer. He's a fucking hammer.
he is, dude. And like, I mean, the question of, will the power translate at lightweight?
Mm,
It is a valid one, but I mean, Charles, yeah, he's tough, but he gets hit. I mean, he fights
yeah,
chaotic, but he does get touched, and I don't know if that's gonna work well against Ilya, man. Maybe I'm wrong. He might fight more defensively than everybody thinks. You never know, but I see it being a lot of fun, but not for very long, probably.
yeah. I think you're probably bang on and spot on here because I think that it's definitely going to be fireworks. How long it lasts, I'm not sure, but I think
Mm,
somebody is getting finished early one way or another.
for sure, for sure.
All right, all right. Well, for this one, we're going to go backwards on the calendar. We're going to go to UFC 316 on June 7th, but it's a matchup that was just made official. Squaring off under the bright lights of Newark, New Jersey, it's former PFL bantamweight champion Patchy Mix, and he'll make his debut, his official UFC debut, sorry, as he
Mm.
steps in on short notice to face Mario Bautista. It's not happening at Newark Penn Station, but this is some wild fucking shit. So who do you got winning Batista versus Mix, DJ?
Dude, I mean, the matchmaking, I got to give hats off to the matchmaking in the UFC sometimes because they know what they're fucking doing. These fights are really hard to call. Um, my gut says Bautista. Uh, I think. I mean, this could just be a UFC bias. I don't know, but like we've seen it recently with Patricio. Just that level of competition seemed to be different now. I mean, you look at the people that Patchy's beat recently, and it's like, well, I mean, they're still pretty damn good names, so it definitely throws all that into question. But yeah, I think I'm picking Batista on this one. Just not confidently, but yeah, yeah.
Ooh, I do like that. I do like that. I like that, you kind of bucks the trend because I think that the majority of everyone is like, Patchy Mix, Patchy Mix, Patchy Mix. He's fucking taking this thing home. But you raised some good points that, that watermark, that UFC watermark could be a bit different than what he's used to.
I think it might be, and I could be way off the mark on this. I don't know. I mean, it could be one of those dead wrong situations, but just like it's kind of a gut feeling. That's I'm not betting on this fight for sure, but yeah, I think that separation of competition could prove to be more of a difference than maybe Patchy's ready for. I'd be more than happy to eat crow on it if I'm wrong, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a shit, I don't even know what to call it, an aha moment, I guess, for a lot of people, because we're gonna find out one way or another what a lot of people have speculated for a long time. Is Patchy Mix really one of the best bantamweights in the world?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting answers at least. It's really exciting stuff one way or the other. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one for sure.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. All right, brother. Well, last prediction will force you to make today, and it's the big one. The matchup many are saying is the fight of the summer, potentially the fight of 2025, UFC 319, August 16th, Chicago, Illinois. The middleweight gold is on the line when Hamzat Borz Chimaev gets his long-awaited title shot as he takes on the current king, Dricus du Plessis. Many are calling it the irresistible force meets the immovable object. When the cage door locks in August, who do you think comes out champion, Deej?
Man, I think it's DDP. I do think he takes it. I mean, it's another fight that with the rumors have been going around for a while now, and it was one of these like, oh, are we actually going to get this? It's crazy that it's actually coming now. I mean, fingers crossed that Hamzat, doesn't Hamzat his way out of it or whatever. But yeah, yeah. Um, I do think DDP gets it done. I mean, like Jed likes to say, Hassan it's a big tool in MMA. So I think DDP is too much of a hoss for Hamzat to be able to bully around like he does a lot of other people. I might be wrong on that, but I if anything, DDP is going to have to weather a storm for a couple of rounds, and if that cardio is the same as it was for Hamzat, when he fought Usman, I don't really see it going much better than a couple of rounds for Hamzat at most. He's got to finish him early if he wants that fight.
Fucking just sitting over here nodding my head because you're nailing all these, man. Like that's exactly my thoughts on it, and I think it's just kind of common sense. Like,
Yeah.
Hamzat's got a solid round and a half of like steady, strong, full pace cardio in him, and then even towards like the end of the second round, he starts to fade. So we get into the third, fourth, especially the fifth round, like it's going to be dangerous grounds for Hamzat to be on. So
Yeah.
yeah, my early take, I'm with you, man. I think that DDP probably retains here, and I think he's going to be a bit too much for Hamzat.
Yeah, I think so too. Sorry for rambling there. I'm sure that was a long-winded answer, but fuck, dude, I love that fight. I mean, it's such a fun one. This last string of announcements, man, it's been a lot of good ones for me. I know we can speculate about matchups that we lost or whatever, but at least we got good ones in front of us, dude. I love it. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Like you said it earlier, like, they sometimes, well, I should say all the time when the UFC matchmaking does it right, they knock it out of the park. Like they do have moments where it seems like small lapses of judgment, like the Jose Aldo fucking
Mhm.
matchmaking and things like that. But
What the fuck
for
are
the
they
most
doing with
part,
that?
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. For the most part
God.
though, and especially with these recent announcements for the summer, man, like when they fucking put their thinking hats on, these dudes can really do a good job.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, when they're on, they're on. It's one of those things. Yeah, like you said. I mean, they make weird decisions. Jose, I don't know what he did to piss Dana off, but I don't know, man. I guess go box. That would probably be it. But
Yeah.
fuck, they make weird decisions, but overall, yeah. I mean, this last string of announcements, it's been chef's kiss as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah,
Yeah.
can't complain
Summer's heating up for sure.
for sure.
All right, well, good stuff there, man. Like I said, I'm liking a lot of those takes. I think that with that, we're just about wrapping up here. But before we do get out of here today, this is a perfect opportunity to give you a chance to take the microphone and to plug any content you might want, social media platforms, whatever you want, man. So take a minute to let the people know where they could find you if that's your thing, or give us a little closing word, whatever you want to say to the bleeders. Microphone, the floor is all yours.
All right, I appreciate it. I mean, honestly, I'm generally a pretty private person. Maybe one of these days, DJ Serenity Cast might be a thing, but for right now, I got a pretty busy life. You'll see me in the YouTube live chats. I'm typically there as long as the work's not too busy or what have you. But yeah, I mean, the only other thing that I could shout out, I feel like we need some BCX merch, right? Is he?
Yeah,
Where's
dude.
he at with that?
What the fuck? What is going on there?
I don't know, dude. Like Reggie Jackson, fucking gas station hot dogs. Like, there's a
Come
lot
on.
that could happen. I don't know, dude.
Okay.
So,
Average Joe
so weird.
Art, if you're listening, brother, get on the horn.
I'm sure they're working on it. They got stuff going on, so they're busy guys.
They fucking better be, because I need Reggie Jackson and his butthole on a t-shirt stat.
Dude, I would proudly wear that wherever I fucking go. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
All right, then, folks. I think that the butthole was just about as good of a note to end it on as any. One more time before we get out of here, I would like to thank our guest, DJ Serenity Now, for coming on. It was awesome having you and getting to know you a bit. I'm sure all the viewers enjoyed it as well. So much appreciated, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me, man. It was really good. I'm fucking honored to be the first guest. Hopefully we get BC on the show, dude. We need him for sure.
Oh, it's fucking happening. We're getting BC. We're getting fucking Luke, Long Island Luke. We're getting fucking Gaff. We're getting all the whole gang on here. And Evans.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming on.
Oh yeah, the chat guys for sure. I'm sure I'm leaving people out, but yeah, definitely.
This is just the I don't even know what to call it. The fucking rock that broke the levee, and now the dam is just gonna fucking bust open, and we're gonna go crazy.
That's right, man. We fucking busted right through that hymen, didn't we? Sorry,
Something
dude.
like
I don't
that.
know.
Something like that.
Fucking cut
We're
that out if you
bleeding over
want.
here.
We
We're
are
officially
bleeding.
bleeding now, guys.
We
All
are
right.
officially bleeding.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed this program, guys, don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you want your chance to jump on the show, drop us a line below in the comments. As always, you can also reach the show via email at justbleedradio1@gmail.com or contact me directly on X at LazyBedJBR. So until next time, this has been Meet the Bleeders. I'm Lazy, and we're out of here. Peace, y'all.
See you guys. Woo. Fuck, dude.
Thank you for watching Meet the Bleeders, a production of the Just Bleed Radio Network.
Hoochie Mama! Hoochie Mama!